Good evening. I will go ahead and automatically jump into my rebuttal. I do admit that I conceded to the point that internet pornography is harmful, yes, but that still does not change the fact that my opponent did not present any plan on how the U.S. federal government should regulate internet pornography. As I mentioned, this is not a valid proposition but a policy proposition. My opponent was not clear about what plan of action should be taken to regulate internet pornography. She has absolutely no solvency. She mentioned how a box should appear before entering any porn site that requires an ID number in order to identify the age of the viewer. If this is part of her plan, this should have been mentioned in her first speech, where she was supposed to present a clear plan for regulating internet pornography. It is not fair she should try and clarify a plan now when it should have been clearly presented from the beginning of this debate. Second, I never stated that we should use federal government funds to fund the regulation of internet porn. My proposition was to decrease the projection of the penny because this would keep from taking excess government money to fund the regulation of internet porn. If we were to reduce the projection of the penny by merely 1%, this would equal $1.2 million in available funds according to the U.S. Mint 2012 annual report. Again, I would ask, how would my opponent suggest we find a task force to verify the thousands of porn sites out there in order to have them require an identification number before allowing a viewer to enter? As I mentioned, I agree that internet porn has many harms, but without a clear plan of action, it is nearly impossible to enforce any type of regulation. So I believe, Judge, that you would agree if the U.S. federal government should heavily regulate internet pornography, you should go with my proposition of slowing the production of the penny in order to raise funds to pay for this regulation. In doing so, not only do we get to regulate internet porn and protect our young children, but we do so in an effective way that does not require taking money from the government. Thank you.